What's up? I'm B and welcome to my channel. If you saw the title or looked at the thumbnail, you know that we are going to be talking about how I now have 2 kids. It has been so hard not talking about it and keeping it quiet. If you remember, in December of last year, I just kind of gave a heads up that January was going to be the month of unpredictability, and I didn't know how often I was going to get to post or what my content would even look like. Live streams were going to be just on a hold for the time being. And when I said that, I really truly, I thought like it's just gonna be January. Like January is gonna be, an adjustment period. We'll get everything settled. Like I'm on top of it. We'll be good. It's just gonna be January, and February is gonna be a new month. We'll get back to normal. No, that is not what has happened. It's been a lot. Let's just talk about it. So let's just clarify a few things right out of the gate. My husband and I are doing kinship foster care for 2 children in our family. They were placed with us in early January, and there is a boy who is 3 and a girl who is almost 2. Now, because they are kinship foster kids, we do have a bit more freedom to speak about them and share certain information, and I'm gonna do my best overall to make sure I'm respecting their privacy as they stay longer, if they end up staying long term, stuff like that. I'm sure I'll share more info about them, but as of now, I just want to be respectful to them and their parents and keep that information limited. The family member of ours, whose kids they are, asked us to be the ones to take them while they are doing the work that they need to get done in order to get them back. So, family member knows that we have them. Family member is the one who asked us. This family member knows our address. We are allowed to share like their name and their photos, but for now, when I share photos of them, they'll probably be censored, and I'm not going to share their real names just because that's a level of comfort that I feel okay with. I will give you their nicknames though. The 3-year-old boy, we call him Monkey Boy because he just loves to jump and run and climb everything and hang upside down, and if you take him to a park, he is just off to the races. We call him Monkey Boy, and so we kind of shortened it to like Monkey or Monks, so that's probably what I will call him throughout the video. And then the girl, she is almost 2, and her brother has called her Lolo Beans for the longest time, and so we just kind of shortened it to Beans because I don't know, it's cute and it just caught on. So we have Monks and Beans, and they are with us right now. I'd hoped that I was going to be able to share this sooner because I kind of thought like, well, get them, I'll take this week off, I'm going to get everything set up, like I'm on top of it, and then once we're a little bit settled, I can share this news. And it has just been a lot. It's been a whirlwind, and so I kept putting it off and kept putting it off, and that kind of bled into my content, not only because it has just been chaos. I mean, obviously kids take up a lot of time, but we're having to deal with different requirements from different states and like going back and forth and all of that good stuff, which has taken up a significant portion of my free time. Plus, I am still going to physical therapy twice a week from my car accident back in December. For me, in terms of posting videos, I didn't want to make the announcement until we were kind of settled because I was like, I want to come on here with a good attitude about it. I want to, I'll feel comfortable sharing once I know that we're settled into our routine and we have everything tied up and we have our plans and we are good to go. But that's just taken longer than I thought that it would. And then in terms of videos unrelated to this, like my regular content, it felt weird filming without sharing this information because it is a huge change, and it does change the way I perceive a lot of things. They've only been here for just over a month, but still, it just kind of impacts, I don't know, not who you are as a person, but like what you're going through at that time. Having 2 children that you're responsible for, like, makes you think about things a little bit differently. And so I felt like when I was on camera, not only was I not sharing this massive part of my life, but I felt like I had to make sure I didn't slip up and accidentally say anything. And it just, it felt odd to film without having shared this. So I was in kind of a weird space of wanting to share but not wanting to share until I felt that everything was settled and wanting to film and post, but feeling kind of disingenuous in a way, being on camera and talking to you like things are normal when my life has had this massive change. So it's been rough, and I kind of just decided I don't know when we're going to get into a good routine. I don't know when I'm going to be able to stop spending my lunch break and breaks at work and time after work on the phone, doing emails, trying to get all the stuff that they need and advocating for them as a parent would. And to be honest, I was hesitant to share because I like being seen as somebody who is competent and on top of things. And so if we had so many different things up in the air and I couldn't come on and be like, yep, we got them, it's great, it's going smooth, I felt like I would be seen in a way that is less than competent, which is so silly because anybody who has had any sort of experience with CPS or the foster care system or kinship foster care, DES, like, you know that you have to fight and you have to spend a lot of time, and you're never just going to get everything presented to you on a silver platter. And that's not any sort of negative judgment about you. It's a harsh reality of the system of America and how things function here. So I kind of had to get over myself and get over my pride and be like, look, you're a real person. You talk about how other people on social media are real people and we all have problems and we all mess up. And I value in people that I watch online honesty over anything. Pretty much honesty and integrity are things that like I tend to look for. So this is the honest truth of what's going on. I am sure that this all kind of clarifies and brings light as to why I've not been on Instagram as much and I've not been able to post as much and keep on my regular schedule, which at some point I do have a full intention of getting back to. And I do think I'll have a bit of an easier time after having shared this, because one of the things about my channel and about the live streams that I typically do is I feel like we all understand that the majority of us don't know each other personally. Like, we're not friends in real life, but we have this little community who respects each other and enjoys being able to gather together and spend time together. And so having been able to share this now and let you in on this huge change in my life brings me back to that. I felt like not sharing it put this distance in between us that I didn't like, and that it made me uncomfortable, to be completely honest. I value you guys so much, and I value that we can all just gather and be honest and be open. And so I think now I'm going to feel so much more comfortable filming. I'm not going to feel like I'm walking on eggshells or like worried if, the kids are taking a nap right now. And I've been so afraid to start filming something and, have a kid wake up or crying in the background, or to be able to hear their lullaby machine. And give something away, or have to like stop filming and come back later. I've just had these anxieties. So yeah, that's what has been going on with me. I don't think you understand how hard it has been not to say anything. We started this process nearly a year ago and have been just dealing with so much. I mean, obviously, if you've dealt with the system, but then adding COVID on top of everything just slowed so much down. It really created kind of this extended period during the process where things were up in the air. It just took way longer than it should have, but that's not anybody's fault, like any one person's fault. Social workers and caseworkers are so inundated and overwhelmed with additional cases because of the pandemic. So I definitely have a lot of empathy for them and I feel for them. And I'm just glad that now we have them here. It took a long time, but we got them here. I know this video was probably all over the place. I didn't have a script or notes. I just kind of wanted to get on here and speak to you genuinely. The kids are really, really doing well. The first week, you could definitely tell they were just kind of unsure of what was going on. They didn't really know why they were here or how long they were going to be here for. They were absolutely on their shyest behavior, but as the weeks have gone on, they definitely are getting way more comfortable. They are pushing boundaries and testing limits, and I love seeing that they are comfortable here and that they feel safe and loved, and like this is a place that they can like that they're not afraid to test the limits, that they're not scared of what might happen. I would just love if they respected us a little bit more, which I think is a bit of a tall ask for two toddlers, but we're working on it. We're figuring it out together, and honestly, they're two toddlers in a new home, learning new rules and new ways of acting and treating our friends and how we take care of ourselves and clean up after ourselves and stuff like that. So they're really doing incredible. I hope it can only get better from here. This has been one of the most emotionally draining, tiring, stressful few weeks of my life, but it has also been really cool to see how they've opened up to us, how they've been embraced by our families. They are really just doing incredible, and you can tell that with most kids, and in their case as well, like they just want to be loved and they just want to know that they're taken care of and somebody is there for them, and seeing them start to rely on us for that and look to us for that has been really cool, because I don't know how long they are going to be with us, but while they're here, we're taking care of them. Like we are going to love them as if they were our own. And just seeing them start asking for hugs and wanting to cuddle. This is getting kind of long, but this is like the last side note I will give. The first week or two that they were here, they definitely interacted with us and wanted to talk to us about stuff. Well, the older one, Monks, did, but they were both very much kind of independent and worried about each other, didn't really want to spend time with us or like sit by us or really have us read them stories or anything. They were, kind of fending for themselves, and Monks was definitely taking care of Beans like, this is my job, I got this. And now seeing that transition into like, will you sit on the couch with me? Can I have another hug goodnight? Stuff like that is just really sweet, and it makes me feel like they might not understand everything that's going on, but they know that right now we are here for them and we got them. So it's just been really cool to see. But yeah, that is all I have for this video today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it and for supporting my content, as scarce as it may have been over the past few weeks. It means a lot, and I think especially when you are going through something like this where you lose so much of your free time and your autonomy because it has to be given to other people, it can feel very easy to kind of get into a rut. And something that has really helped me is knowing that while I may not be able to commit a lot of time to it right now, I have this outlet and I have this community. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Leave me a comment down below letting me know some of your best parenting tips, maybe funny parenting stories, the grossest thing your kid has ever done, because this morning was a mess, and I was like, man, kids really are gross sometimes. So let me know those down below, and consider leaving a like on this video if you liked it. While you were doing that, if you would consider subscribing to my channel, that would be incredible. And if you are subscribed already, thank you so much. I am so appreciative of you, and I love being able to just sit here, hang out with you, and talk about whatever. All that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Please be kind to people, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.